Have you ever checked your credit card statement and noticed a charge you didn't recognize or agree with? It can be stressful, but knowing how to dispute a charge can save you money and give you peace of mind. In this video, we'll walk you through the step-by-step process of disputing a charge on your credit card, from identifying the issue to following up with your bank. Whether it's a billing error, a fraudulent transaction, or a service you never received, understanding your rights and the proper procedures is essential. Let's get started by understanding what a credit card dispute actually is. A credit card dispute is a formal process where you challenge a charge on your statement that you believe is incorrect or unauthorized. This could be due to a billing error, a double charge, a transaction you didn't make, or a product or service that wasn't delivered as promised. Disputing a charge is your right as a cardholder, and credit card companies are required by law to investigate your claim. Understanding this process helps you protect your finances and ensures you're not paying for something you shouldn't have to. There are several common reasons why you might need to dispute a charge. These include unauthorized transactions, duplicate charges, incorrect amounts, charges for goods or services not received, or charges for items returned. Sometimes, merchants may accidentally process a transaction twice, or you might notice a charge from a place you've never visited. Recognizing these situations early can help you act quickly and increase your chances of a successful dispute. The first step in disputing a charge is to carefully review your credit card statement. Look for any unfamiliar or suspicious transactions. Sometimes, merchants use different names on billing statements, so double-check any charges you don't immediately recognize. If you spot something odd, make a note of the date, amount, and merchant name. This information will be crucial when you contact your credit card issuer. Regularly reviewing your statements helps you catch errors early and keeps your finances secure. Before disputing, it's important to verify the charge. Sometimes, a family member may have used your card, or a merchant's name may appear differently on your statement. Double-check with anyone who has access to your card and review your receipts. If you still can't identify the charge, it's time to move forward with the dispute process. Being thorough at this stage can save you time and prevent unnecessary disputes. Often, the quickest way to resolve a billing issue is to contact the merchant directly. Explain the situation and provide any relevant details, such as the date and amount of the charge. Many merchants are willing to correct mistakes or issue refunds without involving your credit card company. Keep a record of your communication, including dates, times, and the names of people you spoke with. If the merchant resolves the issue, you may not need to file a formal dispute. If the merchant is unresponsive or unwilling to help, it's time to contact your credit card issuer. Banks have dedicated departments for handling disputes and can guide you through the process. Be prepared to provide all relevant information, including details about the charge and your attempts to resolve it with the merchant. Acting quickly is important, as most banks have time limits for filing disputes, usually 60 days from the statement date. Before filing a dispute, gather all relevant documentation. This includes your credit card statement, receipts, emails, and any correspondence with the merchant. Having these documents ready will make the process smoother and help your bank investigate your claim more efficiently. The more evidence you provide, the stronger your case will be. Organize your documents by date and keep copies for your records. Most banks allow you to file a dispute online, by phone, or by mail. Log into your online banking account and look for the option to dispute a charge. Alternatively, call the customer service number on the back of your card. Provide all necessary details, including the charge in question, the reason for your dispute, and any supporting documentation. Make sure to follow your bank's instructions carefully to avoid delays. Filing a dispute online is often the fastest and most convenient method. After logging into your account, navigate to your recent transactions and select the charge you want to dispute. The system will prompt you to provide a reason and upload any supporting documents. Once submitted, you'll receive a confirmation and updates on the status of your dispute. Keep an eye on your email or account notifications for any requests for additional information. If you prefer to speak with someone directly, call the customer service number on the back of your credit card. Explain the situation clearly and provide all relevant details. The representative may ask you to send supporting documents by email or fax. Make sure to write down the name of the person you speak with and any reference numbers they provide. This information will be useful if you need to follow up later. Some banks still accept disputes by mail. If you choose this method, write a letter explaining the issue and include copies of all supporting documents. Send your letter to the address provided by your bank and consider using certified mail for tracking. Keep a copy of everything you send. While this method can take longer, it provides a paper trail that may be helpful if your dispute is complicated. After you file your dispute, your bank will begin an investigation. They may temporarily remove the charge from your account while they look into the matter. The bank will contact the merchant for their side of the story and review all the evidence you provided. This process can take several weeks, so be patient and check your account regularly for updates. If the bank needs more information, they'll reach out to you. During the investigation, many banks will issue a temporary credit to your account for the disputed amount. This means you won't have to pay for the charge while the bank reviews your case. However, if the dispute is resolved in the merchant's favor, the charge may be reapplied. It's important to monitor your account and keep track of any changes to your balance during this period. The bank's investigation involves gathering information from both you and the merchant. They'll review your documentation, contact the merchant for their records, and compare both sides of the story. The bank may also check for patterns of fraud or errors. This thorough process ensures a fair outcome for both parties. If your evidence is strong, your dispute is more likely to be successful. After the investigation, the bank will make a decision. If your dispute is successful, the charge will be permanently removed from your account. If not, the charge will be reapplied, and you'll be responsible for paying it. The bank will notify you of the outcome and explain their decision. If you disagree, you may have the option to appeal or provide additional information. If your dispute is denied and you believe the decision was incorrect, you can appeal. Contact your bank and ask about the appeals process. Provide any new evidence or clarification that supports your case. The bank will review your appeal and may reopen the investigation. Persistence and clear communication can make a difference if you feel strongly about your claim. It's important to act quickly when disputing a charge. Most banks require you to file a dispute within 60 days of the statement date. Waiting too long can result in your claim being denied, even if it's valid. Mark your calendar and set reminders to review your statements regularly so you don't miss the window for filing a dispute. To avoid future disputes, take steps to protect yourself from credit card fraud. Use secure websites for online shopping, never share your card details, and enable transaction alerts. Regularly monitor your account for suspicious activity. If you lose your card or suspect it's been stolen, report it to your bank immediately. Prevention is the best way to keep your finances safe. As a cardholder, you have rights under federal law, such as the Fair Credit Billing Act. This law protects you from unauthorized charges and billing errors. Your bank must investigate your dispute and respond within specific timeframes. Knowing your rights empowers you to take action and ensures you're treated fairly throughout the process. When disputing a charge, avoid paying the disputed amount until the investigation is complete. Don't ignore the issue or wait too long to act. Avoid providing incomplete information or missing deadlines, as this can hurt your case. Stay organized and follow up with your bank if you don't receive updates. Being proactive increases your chances of a successful dispute. If you need to write a dispute letter, keep it clear and concise. Include your account number, the date and amount of the charge, and a detailed explanation of why you're disputing it. Attach copies of supporting documents. Address the letter to your bank's dispute department and keep a copy for your records. A well-written letter can help your case move forward smoothly. After filing your dispute, track its progress by checking your account and following up with your bank. Most banks provide updates through email or your online account. If you don't hear back within the expected timeframe, reach out for a status update. Keeping track of your dispute ensures you stay informed and can respond quickly if more information is needed. Disputing a charge generally does not affect your credit score. However, if you fail to pay other parts of your bill while waiting for a dispute to be resolved, your credit could be impacted. Always pay the undisputed portion of your statement on time. This keeps your credit in good standing while your dispute is under review. If you notice a charge you didn't make, it could be fraud. Report it to your bank immediately. The bank will usually block your card, issue a new one, and investigate the charge. You are generally not responsible for unauthorized transactions if you report them quickly. Acting fast helps prevent further fraud and protects your account. Billing errors can include incorrect amounts, charges for items you didn't buy, or charges for goods not received. The Fair Credit Billing Act gives you the right to dispute these errors. Provide your bank with all relevant details and documentation. The bank will investigate and correct any mistakes if your claim is valid. If you paid for a service or product that was never delivered, you have the right to dispute the charge. Contact the merchant first to try to resolve the issue. If that fails, file a dispute with your bank and provide evidence, such as emails or receipts. The bank will review your claim and may remove the charge if it's justified. Duplicate charges happen when a transaction is processed more than once. Review your statement for repeated amounts from the same merchant. If you find a duplicate, contact the merchant to request a refund. If unresolved, file a dispute with your bank and include documentation showing the duplicate charges. Sometimes, subscriptions are renewed without your consent. If you see a charge for a subscription you didn't authorize, contact the merchant to cancel and request a refund. If they refuse, file a dispute with your bank. Provide evidence, such as cancellation emails or terms of service, to support your claim. If you returned an item but still see the charge on your statement, contact the merchant with proof of return. If the issue isn't resolved, file a dispute with your bank. Include your return receipt and any correspondence with the merchant. The bank will review your evidence and may remove the charge if your claim is valid. Throughout the dispute process, keep detailed records of all communications, documents, and reference numbers. This includes emails, letters, phone call notes, and receipts. Organized records make it easier to follow up and provide additional information if needed. Good documentation can be the key to a successful dispute. Don't assume your dispute is being handled unless you receive confirmation. Follow up with your bank if you don't get updates within the expected timeframe. Ask for status reports and provide any additional information they request. Staying involved shows you're serious and helps ensure your case is resolved promptly. If your dispute is denied, review the bank's explanation carefully. Sometimes, providing additional evidence or clarification can change the outcome. If you still disagree, consider escalating the issue to a consumer protection agency or seeking legal advice. Understanding why your dispute was denied can help you avoid similar issues in the future. If you're unable to resolve your dispute with your bank, you can contact consumer protection agencies for help. In the United States, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, handles complaints about financial products and services. Filing a complaint can prompt further investigation and sometimes lead to a resolution. If all else fails, you may have legal options. Consult a lawyer or legal aid service to discuss your case. Sometimes, a formal legal letter or small claims court action can resolve the issue. Legal action should be a last resort, but it's important to know your rights and options if you feel you've been treated unfairly. To avoid future disputes, always review your statements, use secure payment methods, and keep receipts. Set up transaction alerts to catch suspicious charges early. If you shop online, use reputable websites and avoid sharing your card details unnecessarily. Prevention is key to keeping your finances safe and avoiding the hassle of disputes. Most banks offer transaction alerts by email or text. These alerts notify you of new charges, helping you spot unauthorized transactions quickly. Setting up alerts is easy through your online banking portal. Customize your alerts for different types of transactions to stay on top of your account activity. When shopping online or in person, use secure payment methods. Look for websites with HTTPS and avoid entering your card details on unfamiliar sites. Consider using digital wallets or payment services that offer extra security. These steps reduce your risk of fraud and make it easier to dispute unauthorized charges if they occur. Protect your credit card by keeping it in a safe place and never sharing your card number. Be cautious when using ATMs or making purchases in public. If you suspect your card details have been compromised, contact your bank immediately. Taking these precautions helps prevent unauthorized charges and the need for disputes. While your dispute is being investigated, be aware of any fees or interest that may accrue on your account. Some banks may pause interest on the disputed amount, but others may not. Check your bank's policy and ask questions if you're unsure. Paying the undisputed portion of your bill on time helps you avoid unnecessary fees. If you notice a charge from a foreign country, verify if it's legitimate. Sometimes, international transactions appear under unfamiliar names. If you didn't make the purchase, follow the same dispute process. International disputes may take longer, so provide as much detail as possible to your bank. When traveling, some merchants place temporary holds on your card for security. These holds may appear as pending charges and usually disappear after a few days. If a hold becomes a permanent charge and you didn't authorize it, contact the merchant or your bank to resolve the issue. If you share a credit card account, communicate with other users about all charges. If a dispute is needed, make sure everyone is aware and agrees on the action. The primary account holder should file the dispute, and all users should cooperate in providing information to the bank. Let's recap the steps for disputing a charge. Review your statement, verify the charge, contact the merchant, gather documentation, file a dispute with your bank, and follow up regularly. Remember to keep records and act quickly. By following these steps, you can resolve billing issues efficiently and protect your finances. Disputing a charge on your credit card doesn't have to be overwhelming. By understanding the process, knowing your rights, and acting quickly, you can resolve most issues with confidence. Stay vigilant, keep your records organized, and don't hesitate to take action if something doesn't look right. Your financial security is worth protecting, and now you have the knowledge to do just that.